Hello, Aries, and welcome to your August 2023 Psychic Scope. I am your reader, Amy Burgoyne. Welcome back. Welcome if this is your first time as well. So today I'm going to be using the Women of the Woods Intuitive Tarot deck and the Spirited Living Rider-Waite deck. I have created both of these decks. They are not out for purchase yet, but I could not wait to use them. It's just the perfect time. So without further ado, let's get started with your channeled messages. To me, it feels like this is going to be quite a transformational month for you. It feels as if it has been very chaotic and messy and confusing, and it feels like could possibly be having a hard time processing. Some of you may be forgetting. You may have sort of short-term memory, those times where you're walking into another room and you just, oh my gosh, you don't even remember why. And finally, on the fourth try, you are able to remember what it is. Things seem louder. The days kind of seem shorter. The time kind of leaps forward. It's very, very strange, but it's all due to the planetary alignments. And I just sort of want to validate that for some of you. So the more awakened you are, the more, into spirituality, the more that you actually understand that you are a part of the experience on this planet and within this universe. However deep you want to go is how deep you're going to experience this. Some of you are literally having these, like, I call them ghost pains. Like, why would you have these, Or all of this is just telling you, just slow down, be in the moment, do what you can. So that's sort of the channeled messages for you. I'm also feeling that turquoise would be a very healthy stone to have around you if you're into crystals. For some of you, it's just going to be like a power color for you. And for some of you, you're literally going to be swimming in turquoise waters pretty soon. So, however that fits for you. I know it's very general, but it comes up. So the first card that I have for you, Aries, is the Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, to me, this just sort of validates what I was saying. It's chaotic, it's messy, probably emotional. Some of you could have gone from, gosh, like May or June and felt fine, and then all of a sudden it was like you just stepped into a whole nother reality. Very, very, very heavy energy, it feels. And for some of you, this could be sort of what you're feeling as maybe a depression. And some of you maybe have been going through this, like I said, a lot this month. This month feels like it should be over by now. So that's how much energy is packed into this. They're telling me like it's time to sort of rewire things. This time has allowed you to see the things that just don't work for you anymore. I want to talk about New Earth Living. New Earth Living is being happy. You deal with the things that you have to deal with, and the rest of the things just need to simply be dropped to the side. Too much things on your plate. You have no room for a serving of joy. So for some of you could have some fears, maybe I'll say even slight paranoia. So if you're experiencing any of this, it's just time to either get the assistance that you need. Readings will never take the place of mental health professionals, okay? You can use it in conjunction with. But so the universe is saying, let's deal with this. No more coping. Let's deal with this. And so my heart goes out to you, Aries, because it feels as if you have been through quite a mental mix-up, okay? And that's with all due love and respect to you. This is going to be because of course, where your other signs are. But for some of you, this could be due to love relationships. This could be due to family matters. I'm also getting too that a lot of you could be experiencing some health issues as far as maybe something off with hormones, progesterone. I feel like thyroid is a huge thing that happens with empaths. If you're listening to this channel, you're an empath. And if you don't know that, then you're probably just stepping into it. And this whole scenario that you've been living through, this is probably the experience that leads you to being an empath. So a lot of you too, you're feeling these things. Some of them are due lately to solar flares that are happening, crazy solar flares. You can Google search that. So some of you are low and deficient in vitamins, hormones. Some of you are experiencing insomnia. So some of you really are going through mental, physical, and emotional anguish. So it's time to figure out what you need to do. So there are other people out there like me that could be near you that offer Reiki, that offer, grief support. I don't care if you're grieving. It doesn't matter if you've lost someone. Grief is grief. It comes in different packages, but the feeling can be the same on different levels. So for some of you, it's finding the right practitioner of maybe mental health practitioner and spiritual health practitioner. Because it is important for you to sort of step aside when you're this depleted and allow someone that you trust to come in and energetically work with your body. Someone that you can allow to nurture, feel safe with, feel supported is so important, okay? So stop coping. Let's give your life a facelift. Let's get you feeling better, okay? That's going to be your focus. So when you start to put yourself first, amazing results happen. Amazing results happen. So please. So I want to take a look, okay, Aries, at the next card. And this is going to be the Peace and Tranquility card. So this is good news. As you become older and wiser, it is important to maintain focus on balance to create a peaceful environment. As you grow in wisdom, know this is vital and it's a requirement for self. So a lot of you are becoming wise and you're realizing that maybe you're taking on other people's energy too, and you just can't do it. Okay? Our earth and this experience was made to be what we make of it. But the purest intent of this planet was to experience all of these three-dimensional things. Because when we leave the body, we no longer have the physical ability to experience this. We experience different things. So once you start to, pull yourself out of this and get adequate assistance in whatever way that needs to be for you, you definitely are here to receive peace and tranquility. So beautiful card. And then also, you have the turquoise here if you take a look at the screen. So the next card that we have, Aries, is the Death card. Now, don't let this scare you because most of my listeners probably know that death means rebirth, and that is even more beautiful than the peace and tranquility. So let's dive a little deeper into this. So rebirth, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transition, sudden or unexpected. So I will just tell you, either you can go about taking control over the spiritual transformation, the new beginning, the letting go, the ending, the change, the transition, all of these things that the Death card means, or it's going to end up that it becomes like an emergency situation. So universe is telling you, take the steps you need to take. You have support. And for some of you, even if you don't have support of other people, you're strong. You don't need that support to come through this, because you're realizing like you haven't actually had authentic support. I'm sorry, it's a hard awakening, but I'm telling you, these hard awakenings are major shifts in our life for the better. So it is time to let go of old issues, beliefs. It's time to draw a line in the sand and let people know what is up with boundaries. So there could have been just a bit of a shock to the system, but ultimately this is going to be a fresh start for you. And I would like you to look at that as a positive experience, okay? So the next card we have is Down the Rabbit Hole. This is a fun one. So obviously Down the Rabbit Hole, we get that from Alice in Wonderland. But this card is asking you to allow yourself to be transported into new dimensions and realities. The planes of existence are calling you to experience the wonders of the esoteric world. Esoteric is very, very broad. For some of you, again, this could be some life-shifting, near-death type of experiences, I think. I feel like this is sort of happening on a broad perspective. And if any of you run with Gemini in your chart, I would suggest listening to Gemini reading too, because I think that we're looking at past, present, future type of stuff that it could help as well, assist you, yeah. So basically you have this uproar of things that have happened. I think your final destination is to have peace and tranquility, but there has to be a death of some things that no longer fit, that no longer feel right, that you just know are not right, and this could be hard. But after you make those releases, you are down the rabbit hole. So even if it's not the esoteric world, maybe it's something that you've longed to do for a long time. Maybe it's travel. So whatever down the rabbit hole means for you of experiences, it's going to be an experience of wonder. So, hello, second chances in life. It looks amazing. It's very difficult, I think, and readings aren't always, glitter bombs. So, if you're listening to this, you're seeing things are going to get better. For some of you, I'm also feeling there's a trip. It feels as if this could be near southern east coast of the United States. For some of you, this could be South Carolina somewhere. And I'm feeling as if it would be a good idea, as long as you're safe, of course, to take this trip and experience this. So, of course, this is the information, Aries, that is out there for you at this time. This is the energy that is trying to call you in for bigger, better, more badass change, because you've got a lot more living to do, and you've got a lot of happiness and joy that awaits you. So if this makes sense to you, please share your comments below. And until next month, Aries, be well, and we'll talk soon.